Today we're going to take a look at the Awning Overlander series window. Part numbers AW3515 and AW4015. As you'll see, they have a sleek outer appearance using solar privacy glass with a 17% allowable UV filtration. Nice powder coated finish on the outside. You'll also have a couple of extra drainages for any water that gets behind the awning. There's a full seal all the way around, so water coming in is not going to happen, but any water that gets in between the glass and the frame, you'll have the weep holes at the bottom to dissipate. On the framework on the back side, to make your seal, you're going to have a full rubber seal pre-attached to the window. So this will be already on there. You don't need to do anything to get this put on. And while we're looking on the interior side of this window, you will notice the 4 latches. So this has multi-latch security. To open up the window, you're going to have to do all 4 latches. Simply just turn them, quarter turns. Glass will pop out a little bit initially, and then there's going to be a 2-stage opening. First stage, going to be out, the glass panel is going to sit out about 3 7/8 of an inch. So if you're going to put this on the passenger side of your van, you're going to want to make sure you measure and see that you have 4 inches of space that the sliding door doesn't hit the window. When you pull it out to stage 2, that's going to go out over a foot. So definitely not going to work for behind a sliding door if the sliding door is going to impede, or you got to be extra careful. Great for long wheelbase vans on the rear quarters of the passenger side, and then anywhere down the driver's side, as long as there's no driver's side sliding door. Close it, you just lift it, it unlocks from its bracket there, and then you can bring it back in. When you do bring it in and you lock it again, you have the options of 2 different sections. One is going to be the first step, where you can latch it down but have the glass sticking out about 1/4 of an inch, still allowing for ventilation while completely secure. The other one, of course, will be fully sealed in and closed and flush with the frame. Now moving to the interior side, there's going to be 2 things for you for the interior. Both come with the window. There's nothing to purchase additionally. You're going to have your mounting ring, clamp ring, trim ring, however you want to call it. It's going to have a flip style. In the one position here, it's going to have 1 1/8 of space. You're going to have to use a spacer, maybe a 1x2 piece of wood or some other type spacer to make up that depth from the interior sheet metal wall to your clamp ring. You can also flip it. It'll get closer to the wall. It'll be a 3/4 inch depth. 3/4 inch square dowel works out great in this scenario here. To finish off the interior, you're going to have bug screen and pleated shade built in to your interior framework. This will mount on your interior wall or in your interior pocket, however you want to install this. On the outer portion, facing the outside, has a UV reflective coating, break down some of the heat and thermals that come through, and with your 17% allowable plus this, it's going to keep that area nice and cool. You can also, of course, separate the 2, have a fully open window. So this is going to be the Overlander series awnings. Like I said, part numbers AW4015, AW3515. As far as the specs goes, the AW3515 is going to have a 36.5 by 16 inch outer dimension, while the cutout is going to be 35 3/8 by 15 inches. The vent opening itself is going to be 33 inches by 12 3/8, so a very large opening to provide plenty of ventilation in a bunk scenario. The wall depth we already went over, the 3/4 and 1 1/8. That's going to be for both units. On the AW4015, that one's going to be a 41 by 16 outer dimension, while your cutout is going to be 40 inches by 15 inches. The opening on that one would be 37 5/8 by 12 3/8. That's currently our largest opening in a bunk window scenario. So all of this information can be found on vanwindowsdirect.com, and we'll put a link in the description.